All right, welcome to Desert Garage in Albuquerque, New Mexico at Route 66 Auctions. And we are adding a voiceover because the wind was too bad and the audio really, well, sucks. We got an 85 C10 here. Pardon me if I mess up on the years, but we got an 85 C10, not in bad shape. This one's got a 6 cylinder. Look at the interior on it though. I mean, the interior's pretty good except for the dash, and the windshield is cracked up pretty bad on it. But I mean, it looks to be mostly original, not in bad condition. I believe this one was a startup. It had the little, like I said, the little 6 cylinder in it. I forgot what cubic inch it had in it, but you'll see when I open up the hood that it had a lot of room underneath the hood though. But I mean, the old truck's really not too bad. And beside the wing window missing right there. But, there's a little rust on it, like all of them. I mean, I haven't found one that didn't have no rust. But we're going to go back around here. We're going to pop this hood open so I can show y'all the engine. I did not pop too many hoods over there because, well, the weather was horrible and the wind was just nasty. So, about your little rust right at the bottom of the door there. Normal. And let's open this hood. Look, that's a pretty clean little motor. And I do believe that it was a run. It just, if I remember right, it wouldn't run on its own without feeding gas into the carburetor. But this one sold for like $1,600. And not a bad price for it, really. And then we got this heavy half ton. I believe this one was a 77. It has a V8 in it, 305, but they said that it turns over really slow, and that's because it's she worn out. But the interior on this one really is not bad either. You can see I got original AM radio. It's got a 4-speed in it. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, of course, the glass on the gauges are all clouded, which is normal. I mean, ain't too many of those are in good shape, but it's the GMC. Excuse me. But I should have tried to get y'all pictures of the actual papers on the window, and I do apologize for that. I'm still learning here when it comes to the YouTube videos. And then we got another old one here. I want to say this one's a 84, maybe an 86. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. The gauges are in really good shape on this truck, though. And then, of course, you got the AM/FM radio with a tape deck. It appears to be factory, but I can't really tell for sure. And it's 4x4. But I mean, it's not bad. It's got some body damage, some dings and some dents in it. But I mean, it's not, it's fixable, it's a good base for a truck. I was just reading off the paper there. I don't believe this one was a run, but yeah, and you can see, there's some dents in it, you know, normal. It's an old work truck. What do you expect? A lot of these sold for a fair amount of money, and they averaged between $400 and a couple thousand. Here's another one. This one is actually in a pretty decent shape. This one, I don't remember what the year was on this one, but this one's not bad. It's nice seat in it. I mean, the seats on a lot of them were in really good shape. Of course, that bezel is gone, but the gauges were in pretty good condition. It's the Bonanza. Yeah, Bonanza. Sorry. And I mean, this one wasn't bad. I mean, and this one actually sold for what was it? Like almost $1,000. It went pretty reasonable. And of course, I mean, it's not perfect. It's got bumps, bruises. I don't. This one had a little rust on the cab corners, but like I said, that's normal. And then here we got an older 3x3. This one, I absolutely love the color on it, especially on the inside. That reddish orange is so bright. But the truck is not in the greatest shape. I mean, it's not horrible. It's definitely a restorable truck. She just it needs help, like any of them. She got body damage, but I liked it. It's got an old CB radio in it, 4 speed. Well, probably actually 3 speed with a low, but still a 4 speed. But look at that paint on the roof. I mean, that paint on the inside is just really nice, which kind of surprises me about it. Let's come around here to the front, Bill Till. Yeah, this one, and if I believe, was a 77 as well. It did not run. It didn't even run with some of these had titles, some of them didn't. I don't remember if this one actually did have a title or not, but I mean, it's not bad though. Good old work truck. Now this Big Ten is in was in very bad shape. Unfortunately, I mean, yeah, it wasn't good at all. And this one sold really, really cheap. It didn't run. If I remember right, this one did not have a title year. It's mainly better as a parts truck, but there was nothing really very nice about this truck at all. And it was a 75, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but yeah, it's got rust. It's got bumps. It's got bruises. I mean, I guess you could fix it. You could probably make a pretty good truck out of it, actually, but there's a lot of work that need to be done on this one. A lot of work. I'd have bought that one just for the parts. And then we got this old station wagon here. I like this old wagon. I thought it was, pretty decent little wagon. It's got a lot of rust, though. I mean, especially in them rear quarter panels, but the inside really ain't in bad shape. And of course, my little window for my voiceover here is blocking on what kind of car it was. You'll see it though. I want to say Chevy. Yeah, Chevy. But I mean, it wasn't really too bad, and it sold for a fair amount of money, really. It did not run, no, but I think it would be a pretty good project car, honestly. I don't think it was in too, that bad of shape. A little rust repair, in those quarters, and the floors look to be solid, as you can see. I mean, I didn't stomp in them or anything. Now that C10 we just got done looking at, that real rough white one, it had speed holes all in the floorboard. But yeah, you got there was a little bit of rust up by that back door though on this wagon. But I mean, really not bad. And then we got this little Datsun 280, I mean 280, a B210, which I couldn't really look at it a whole lot because there was a guy that was actually looking around and he was giving me weird looks when I had the camera, so I didn't really look at this one real close. But this one brought in a pretty fair amount of money. I mean, it was a little over 900 bucks, if I remember right. I know it was more than what I would have spent on it, but I saw it off camera and it wasn't too terribly bad. It did not run. I believe it had a title though, but it was still kind of a cool little car. I kind of liked it, but not for what it sold for. And then we got this old 74, I believe it was, Chevy Nova 4-door. It has a 6-cylinder in it. And this one really wasn't too bad either. I mean, it sold for a decent amount of money. It did not run, but I mean, it's pretty clean for a 4-door. I mean, I don't know about you. Maybe it was older than a 74. I mean, it had some body damage on it. Like I said, don't quote me on these years because without the audio working, I couldn't tell you exactly what year it was. But they already deleted all the information off this auction from Saturday the 15th. So, like, comment, subscribe.